a lot of really good athletes at the skill positions on defense and offense. I think Bronte Johnson, he's listed as an athlete. Michigan State, he's out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Michigan State's recruiting him as a wide receiver. I think most teams are. I think that's his preferred position, but he's also a guy that if it didn't work out for whatever reason at wide receiver, he's got an NFL future as a defensive back too. So he's one of those rare athletes that could project to the NFL on either side of the ball. I think Michigan State's in a real good spot there with him kind of battling Purdue and Notre Dame. Uh, Notre Dame is recruiting him as a defensive back, so that might hurt them a little bit more just because he does have a preference of playing wide receiver. And then Dylan Williams out with Strayhorn in California. Four-star linebacker. I think Miami, Oregon are kind of two teams that are there, or not Miami, USC and Oregon. I think Oregon and Michigan State might be the top two for him going into these visits, but he's going to see all three of those schools. Probably make a decision before his senior year. Zadavian Sims, he committed to Oregon. He's scheduled to come up this weekend. He hasn't really said yes or no on whether he's going to still do that with his commitment. So that's something that we'll be monitoring at Spartan Tailgate and everyone else to see if he does end up making it up this weekend. And then Quasi Gilmore, another California wide receiver. He's 6'2", 180, very athletic, got really good speed. I think when you look at all the wide receivers coming up this month in June, I think the speed is better with these guys than some of the people they've maybe targeted in the past. So you're seeing that Coach Hawkins, Courtney Hawkins is, targeting, he wants to get faster. So you're seeing that emphasis. And then Marcellus Barnes, 4-star out of Tennessee, a cornerback, 6'2", 170-pound corner. He likes Michigan State a lot. Harlan Barnett kind of got the ball rolling with him. And then Jim Salgado has kind of taken over and played a major role in the last month or so since he's been here and kind of settled in. So that's a guy that Michigan State's sitting in a good spot with. He would be a huge addition if they're able to pull that off. I think he's a top 300 kid nationally. So this is one of the better players. Cannon Daniels, 5'11", 190-pound running back from Mississippi. He's currently committed to Florida, but Michigan State jumped in on him actually kind of late, and they were able to get him to set up an official really quick. So it's kind of interesting that they were able to go jump in for a guy that committed to a good school like Florida that's had some success putting running backs out there and get him to lock in an official visit really quickly. He's an electric running back, just really good speed that translates over to the field. I think he's maybe a 4.4, 4.5 type of guy on the track, but he plays faster than that. Quick twitch kind of guy. Jalen Thompson, he's committed to Michigan State. I believe at this point he's the longest tenured commit due to a couple decommitments. But he's out of Tennessee, 4-star. He's going to be on campus being able to recruit a lot of these guys that we've mentioned, and trying to get them to join him, especially Marcellus Barnes, who I mentioned earlier. Those two are good friends, both from Tennessee. They play 7v7 together, so he's a good one. And then Logan Bennett, the offensive line commitment out of Maryland, St. Francis Academy. I know, Jason, you know that program well as they played IMG. I'd put them right up there in that same class as IMG and Mater Dei and Bosco out in California. It's maybe those four schools that really stick out nationally. They play a national schedule. I think we have him as a 3-star. I think he should probably be borderline 4 at 6'6", 315-pound guard playing a national schedule the way he does. Really good athlete and very strong kid. Then he plays offensive line with that mean streak, which is what you want out of your linemen, to get those guys that don't like to lose a rep and will bury the guy in the ground. And then Eric Carner, he's a 3-star right now, a tight end out of Illinois, 6'5", 220. I think he's a guy that's got a really good chance at becoming a 4-star with us at 24/7. He's kind of blown up this offseason as more people have gotten to see his junior film and as he just continues to grow and mature as a player. So they have a huge first weekend of visitors coming up.
Man, you just gave us a lot of rundown right there. You know, it was
like, I'm already taking notes. Like
I'm taking notes.
I needed the water.
Come up for air. Come up for air, Corey.